What's up, guys? Philip, Adel, appreciate you guys taking a trip over here. Getting this thing just all ready to go. I'm getting some stuff on Discord done, and we will get rolling. All right, let's see. How are you guys all doing tonight? I'm good, brother. Which 7.2, or I'm sorry, 7.1 unit do you almost have? Pershing and Marty Howie. Nice. I am just getting my dailies done, and we are going to go look for a fight.
You want to shout me a drink? I don't think so, honey. My man's just over there.
Alrighty, guys. Let's get the rest of these dailies done, and we are gonna go see what we can find action wise. Is there are any of you guys that are in here in the current conquest event in Moscow with me? If you guys are, let me know in the chat. Finally got my anti-tank gun to 7.1. Nice, man. Nice. I actually got mine all the way done not too long ago myself. So it's I love the anti-tank gun. A lot of people like to run the tank hunter instead. I'm personally not a fan of that. I'm a big anti-tank gun guy. I mean, tank hunters are great in the field. I just don't like to replace them with the tank hunter on defense. Oh, shoot, wrong one. Da-da-da, there we go. Got all that knocked out. All right, looks like we've got the action coming to us. Here we go. LOL, I'm farming up from Moscow. Let's see if we can't go ahead and hammer this dude out. If we can find an opportunity to hot drop, we'll just go ahead and hot drop it tonight. See, there he goes. Boom. Got him down and out for the count. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I was in that fight. Let me catch up on the chat here. I'm only in level 3 city. Farming up from Moscow. How long has your level 3 city been open? Cool. Doing good. Just got done with my dailies. Yep, that's what I'm trying to work on and get knocked out right now as we speak. And then we'll get some, we'll go find us some fights. Hopefully, anyway. I scrapped my super heavy for my medium to get it to tier 11. I'm not sure I made the right choice though. LMAO. I have way better parts for my super. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't think you did anything wrong. However, I would highly encourage you to rebuild your super heavy ASAP. I would not burn it to make another unit, if that makes sense, because your super heavy, your mediums are going to be something that'll definitely ride with you throughout the entire game as well. But so are super heavies. I bet super heavies give you the ability to base and to tank bases and to send units out into to army groups. Should I then rebuild my super heavy by scrapping my... Okay, I guess I misunderstood you. When you say scrapped, do you mean like you merged it with your medium? Maybe I'm understanding you, or did you just disassemble the super heavy? Because if you just disassembled it, then you're completely fine. I would encourage you to do that if you are in a situation where you're going to be predominantly field fighting. Then I would definitely keep your medium for now, for sure. Salima, how are you? I appreciate you coming out to the stream tonight. Open time says 3 days. Okay, so yeah, you've got, if your level 3 city just opened 3 days ago, 3.5 days ago, something like that, you've probably got a month and a half, 2 months, maybe something along that timeline. Oh, I see you. I see you on the bombing runs, Salima. Yeah, then you will definitely be a couple months out from your first conquest event. Jake, how are you? I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, if you just disassembled it and didn't actually like eat it entirely for your mediums, then you're golden. You are golden, my friend. Shandor, what's up, brother? How are you? Be back in 1 minute. Got to go to the dinner table. Sounds good, brother. I'll see you here shortly. Can I explain it in more detail in the Discord? Yeah, sure, of course. Of course. Anything you need to do in the Discord is all yours to do. Hello, I just started playing 3 weeks ago. I have a super heavy, 2 howitzers, heavy and light. Should I change that lineup? What's best for starter like me? That's a good question. It really depends on obviously kind of what the draws you get are on units. I would say the main thing you need to focus on like real early in the game, especially if you're on a newer servers, I would probably encourage you to do a medium tank right out of the gate. That would be my suggestion. Let's see what arena looks like. All right, so we finished 5th yesterday. Let's see about firing up some arena, eating steak and watching the stream. I love it. I love it. Let's see what this looks like. Here, let me back out of here real quick so I can show you guys what the stats are this week, or the disabled units or whatever. It says this week we see super heavy tanks and heavy tanks classed as disqualified in the arena. So here is my setup for you guys. I've got a Vanguard infantry. I've got a Martyrs medium. I've got a Liberty medium. I've got a Martyrs rocket truck, and then a Vanguard tank hunter. So let's see who we can't go fight. All right, let's go ahead and hammer this down. Let's see what we got here. For all you guys that are just now joining into the stream, I appreciate you guys joining us here tonight. We are going to have a ton of fun. We are just getting some arena matches done here since reset just occurred, and then after we get some arena taken care of, we are going to go find us some action somewhere, somehow on this Moscow map. So if you guys happen to be, any of you guys in the stream are in the same Moscow as me, if you guys know where any action is at, please let me know, because I will definitely be joining. What's up, Trident? No worries, brother. I appreciate you stopping by, joining us. We are, you actually didn't miss much at all. I'm just getting some of my dailies taken care of right now, and then we are in the process of doing some of our arena matches, and then we are going to go look for a fight and see if we can't have some fun. So you joined us just in time. You didn't miss anything. Let's see, let's shift here. Boom, boom, bang, done. There ain't no action is what I've seen. We have just been dominating the whole time, but otherwise just watching the burning CCs, and someone will drop in eventually. Yeah, I'm right here by the, I'm right here by this Fury CC on the inner ring, Jake. So I am actually sitting here kind of monitoring the drops as well. So hopefully we'll get some action. Hopefully they'll mass drop and they can come attack my base or something fun like that. Looks like we are going to probably take this arena. Watch your back. What's up, man? I appreciate you stopping by. Going back to game. Gotta check this. There he is. Sounds good, Shandor. I appreciate you, brother. All right, we've got a couple of those. We will come double back to arena here shortly. Let's see what else we can do here on our dailies. Actually, we've got some officer missions that I started a little late last night. So it looks like we've got a couple that'll finish in an hour and a couple that'll finish in 2 hours. So let's see if we have got any officer books already. So we've got a few. So we're going to go ahead and wait before we worry about leveling up or applying officer books to get that challenge. Philip, you got my message. If you posted it in the community Discord, then I'm sure I did. However, I do not have it pulled up while I am streaming, so that way it does not actually interrupt the stream, but I will definitely be taking a look at it once I'm done with the stream. So we got 11 hours and 51 minutes on this burn. Let's see what else. 1v1 after Moscow, just for fun. Yeah, we can do that, brother, for sure. Let's see. So this is all NVX territory. I'll show you guys that are all in here. I'll give you a little cruise around the map so you guys can see the progress after the up-to-date progress. I know I made a update video on Moscow last week, but this is the current progress. So we've and the safe zones are actually getting ready to drop too. So that is going to be exciting too. TO1 pushed through, took the town back here in the north. As you guys can see, we basically, us, NVX, TO1 and HPR have basically dominated the entire east side of the map, southern side of the map, and the inner ring of the map. So we have got basically complete control of all the strategic points at this stage in the Moscow. Again, it's not over for, I think, like 13, 14 more days. So anything is entirely possible. However, we are in a pretty prime position right now. So I would say there is a pretty good chance between the four of us, we're going to be able to hold on and retain pretty good control for the remainder of the event. Who gets the Kremlin? I'm not sure how that's going to work out. I assume we're going to fight for it, but then again, I have no idea what that really looks like. So we may not, but at least at the end of the day, whoever does get it is going to be one of our allies, more than likely. So all this inactive territory is NVX territory. They have just removed and rebuilt their CC over here temporarily to help push out mass, and TO1 has also done the same thing, and us, UN, we are pushing through as well. So just kind of basically pushing these other alliances back and giving ourselves a little buffer room, so to speak. But yeah, that's kind of the update. So let me see what I can do to try to find some fights. I don't think it's too crazy active right now tonight. I think a lot of the focus between the four of our alliances is just mainly continuing to give ourselves a buffer zone around the Kremlin, push everybody back as far as we can, and that way we can figure out what we're going to do for the Kremlin amongst ourselves and coordinate from there accordingly. So let me actually see what I can find for us to do. Let me see. What'd you say, Jake? UN should create a tournament where there are pairs of 2, and the max power is 270 million. So you can exceed the limit. Then the streamers can live stream it and get content out of it. It would be kind of like a bracket March Madness thing. Huh. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. So you mean like 2v2, like just 2 players randomly assigned together? Or are you saying that it would be any 2 players can pair together as long as their total combined power doesn't exceed 270 million? What are you exactly saying there? So I'll make sure I understand. Can you show world ranking? What do you mean, Arrow? What do you mean by world ranking? Let's see here. It looks like these are some tags from earlier. It looks like this is, the problem here is, at the moment, I am not able to, there is no, trying to think how I can strategically get involved in some action. What's up, Mid? Appreciate you stopping by, brother. All right, let's see here. So it looks like Mass is here, of course, and it looks like HBR has got full control of this Mass burning CC. Let's see how long this is going to take before this thing burns out. 10 hours, okay. I'm trying to figure out, the problem is the way it's all laid. It's not a problem at all. It's actually a good thing. It's just trying to figure out how exactly I can get up here to get some action, because there's no available space. And then we'll hold up. This is where it's going to get a wee bit tough, because there's nowhere for me to fit, and I'm not going to truck artillery all across the map, because that, we all know what's going to happen there. I'm going to get absolutely hammered by Air Force, these bombers, and I don't want to do that. It could be, let's see, Jake, it could be 2 players can pair together equals 270 mil or less. Okay, I see what you're saying. The rankings of everyone in your server. But like Espo, for example, is a 250 mil, so he would have to be, he would have to 1v2, for example. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that would actually be a lot of fun. Maybe we can actually do that. We can talk to Raider and X and some of these other R5s, the Tib R5 and some of the other R5s, and see if we can't get something together. I think that would actually be a lot of fun. It's a great idea. And Arrow, to answer your question, unfortunately, I cannot show you the world rankings for just server 14, because I am in Moscow. So in order to see only server 14 numbers, I would have to leave Moscow and come back. But I don't really want to do that. But what I can do is I can show you the rankings for all the 8 alliances within Moscow. Let me see here. All right. Oh, shoot. Wrong one. All right. Let's go to, am I going to the right thing? No, that's just UN. Goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness. I'm getting lost. All right. Here we go. So we are going to go power. So here is for all 8 alliances. This is the overall statistic. You can do that. I want to see what to expect. Can you do that? I want to see what to expect. Yeah, of course. So here's the overall. So out of the basically just shy of 2,000 players or whatever it is. I think that's right. Yeah. Out of the 2,000 players or something like that, or 1,500, 1,700, whatever it ends up being on in our Conquest event, I am the 754th ranked player. We have got King Kong, which is a overall power of 327 million. We have got MAD as 277, ADVH 262, Espo 239. So we got a bunch of really heavy hitters in our Conquest event. However, this is not necessarily going to be the case for you, Arrow, because you are in, it sounds like, a newer server since the level 3 cities just opened for you. So yes, you're going to have your occasional like mega whale, but you're not going to have the caliber of players we have here. Not that you guys won't get there. We're on servers that have been around quite a bit longer. So that's all it is. You guys will get there too as time goes by. Kills, this is individual kills, not actually alliance ranked kill counts. And so out of the entire Moscow Conquest event we are currently in, I have the 249th most kills at 912,000. The leader has 6.6 million. Kin from HBR has got 4.8. Straw Hats from WTF has got 3.7. Maxinator from HBR has got 3.3. Bow Bow, my man, from UN has got 3. So we have got a ton of heavy hitters here. Alpaca, my man from HBR. Shout out to Alpaca. He's got 2.7. He's in the 11th spot. Casio, 2.2. So we've got, obviously, as you guys can see, we've got a ton of heavy hitters here. Let's see. And the resources collected in Command Center that's irrelevant completely. Let's see. Number one guy for sure got them awakened units. Yeah, you ain't kidding. You are absolutely not kidding. We moved into level 3 cities 3 days ago and have 350 million guys. Yeah, you guys have got a little ways to go before the level 4 cities, the conquest events, start to unlock for you guys. So that will be fun for you once that happens, but it will be just a little bit. All right, I need to go find some fights. That's what I need to do. That is priority 1 right now. Okay. All right, maybe I can convince somebody to change spots with me, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. What? This is our territory, guys. This TL1. Dadgummit. It's freaking, dang it. This is not, though. This could work. Okay. Right? Am I wrong? Nope, that's ours. Okay. All right. So let's do this then. I've got 1 airlift for 7 hours. It's going to be a dicey play. But you know what? We're just going to go ahead and do it. Well, I say that. No, I'm not, because I can't, there's no way I can deploy that. I don't think. Maybe I can. You guys think I can? Because this RSS mine has got the farm truck in it. I can maybe deploy there. It's going to be close. And the last thing I want to do is waste an airlift. What do you guys think? You guys think I can fit that? You think I can? You think I can make that? You don't think so, Jake? But you think I can? Oh goodness! Watch your back. You think I can do it? No. I'm getting some no's. You guys think I can do that? Check first. You can relocate and see if it does. Yeah, I can for sure. No. What device do you play on? Tablet, PC. You should do a setup video. Just kill Raven. Yeah, I was killing Raven earlier. I might need to kill Raven again, to be honest with you. Go into command. Let's see. Off by 1. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm gonna take your word for that. We'll find somewhere else to go. What device do I play on Trident? I actually play on a iPhone 13 Pro Max, and so my setup is actually pretty basic. I have got, of course, a streaming program that I use, and I also coordinate all of that through my MacBook Pro. But other than that, that's kind of my setup. It's nothing too crazy, to be honest with you. All right, let's see. Got a little bit of lag time here. Right. Let's see if we can't find us some action. Alrighty, all right, I'm going to find us some action, I promise, guys. Let's go over here. Let's go see if there's anything happening. Oh, that we got the freaking safe walls. Looks like we've got maybe a few people. Is it worth jumping, though? Let's see. There's a big boy. All right, let's see what's going on over here. Oh, those are the safe walls. Can't do anything there. Let's see if there's anything open or going on in this open plot of land here. No, it looks like most of them are behind that little wall there. So really nothing I can do there. However, looks like I actually might be able to, it would take some trucking and a little bit of stealth, but it looks like I might be able to actually land this thing, cross the bridge, go over there and kill some folks. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. You guys want to see some base to base? You guys want me to go try to base this entire map by myself? Because I will. Just notice me and Deathwish are about the same. He is ahead of me by 5 million. And we're both VIP 16. I really want this 1v1. Only thing is he has anti-tank gun and I have rockets. That's our difference. Well, that if we're 1v1ing, that's to your advantage, to be honest with you, because you're going to be able to do more base damage than me. I mean, I have rocket trucks too. But I have here, before I go to the, I jump that bridge, I'll show you guys my units. So here's what I'm working with. However, as you guys can see, I've got the 7.1 Martyrs artillery. I've got the, or howitzer, I'm sorry, I've got 7.1 rocket truck, 7.1 infantry. And the reason I've got a bunch of 7.1s and I don't turn them into the 7.2 yet, because I was contemplating turning my rocket trucks into 7.2, but the reason I've not is because I have got, let me scroll down here a little bit. Oh, didn't mean to click on that. Actually, let me go, oh, it's Air Force, duh. Because I've got the 2 7-star Martyrs bombers, and I've almost got the last one completed. So I'm gonna, once I get that last one and I turn it 7.1, I'm immediately gonna turn it 7.2. And then same thing, as you guys can see, I've got my Vanguard fighter and my Liberty fighter 7.1. And I have got my Vanguard medium 7.1, and I've got 3 6.1 star infantry that I'm going to turn into 7.1 and eat the infantry and the mediums for the 7.2 fighter. Again, the reason that I'm saving all the Martyr 7.1 units is because I don't want to eat the rocket trucks, but I do want the bomber. So I'm going to keep the bomber and eat the howitzer and infantry. And same thing with my Liberty artillery. I'm going to make the Liberty artillery 7.1, and then I'm going to turn around and eat the my 7.1 lights and then my 7.1 fighters, so I can make a second 7.2 Liberty artillery unit. So I'll go through and I'll show you guys my statistics. Wait 60 seconds, finish dinner. Okay. Yeah, I can wait for you, brother, before I head on out and I go. We're gonna go find some action here in a minute. And once I get done showing you guys going through my units here, we'll head over to that. We'll jump and cross that bridge and start going to try to fight people. But yeah, here's kind of what I've got. This is my stats. Now this is a temporary picture of what I'm working with, because I have also got the Moscow buffs from the building. So this is close, but not entirely accurate. These numbers are a little buffed up, but I'll take it where I can get it. I don't have any buffs on actually as we speak right now. So I am going to, once we jump across, I am going to go over and throw on some buffs. Liberty fighters are the worst of the 3 and Vanguard is the best. I would love another Liberty Arty and either run 3 Arty or 2 Arty and an anti-tank gun. So my ideal, here's what I'm pushing for. So I'm going to scrap everything like I just showed you guys for a second. So this is my setup, right? I've got a Liberty medium, a Liberty artillery unit. I've got the Vanguard anti-tank gun. I've got the Martyrs artillery, and I've got the Vanguard super heavy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the second 7.2 Liberty, swap it with the Martyrs artillery. This is for defense. This setup that I'm explaining to you guys is defense only. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to on defense, I'm going to have 2 Liberty 7.2 artillery units. In a perfect world, I want 2 7.2 anti-tank guns, and then I'm going to have my 7.2 super heavy for the actual direct fire damage and not just splash damage. So that is going to be my kind of in a perfect world down the road eventually setup. And then what my base to base setup is going to be is I'm going to plug back in. I'm going to scrap the 7.2 anti-tank gun. I'm going to plug in the 7.2 Martyrs howitzer. and then I'm going to scrap the mediums, only have my super heavy for tanking, and this is base to base, and then I'm going to throw on at some point what I'm going to turn my I'm going to turn my rocket trucks into 7.2 as well. So I'm going to have 2 Liberty 7.2 artillery units, 1 7.2 rocket truck, and then 1 7.2 Martyrs howitzer, and then 1 7.2 super heavy. So that's kind of my base to base like dream setup that I'm in the process of kind of pushing for. I forgot what you said earlier, 7-star Vanguard bomber or 7-star anti-tank gun, because my Air Force sucks. To be honest with you, I think it all depends on your officers. If your Air Force officers are not very advanced, I would suggest you continue to stick to the ground units. I'll give you an example. As you guys can see, most of my ground officers are maxed, not maxed as in level 60. A decent amount are, but the actual skills, they are awakened and they are level 60. And I've done that. So like this one, right, I can buy from the dailies. The White Wolf, the Angel of Light, I can buy from the dailies. The Death Adder, I can buy from the dailies. So I'm not going to invest my universal statues into that. So now that those are all done, I've got Brisk Eagle already done. Pixie is almost done in terms of skills. I'm closing in on about the halfway mark to get her last remaining skill to level 4. Witcher is almost done. I've got 39 out of the 50 statues. I need to get this to level 4, so I'm slowly creeping the Air Force up as well. So I would say it all depends on what your officer situation looks like. Second 7-star anti-tank gun it is. Yeah, I would say, yeah, for sure. Especially with where you're at, though, and you're still in just your level 3 cities. I would focus on your ground units, because without the ground, I mean, Air Force is kind of the future of the game, in my opinion. However, without a formidable ground force, you're kind of very, very limited. So I would say start there and expand from there. But with that being said, before we jump, I want to make sure this isn't healing one more time. Okay, not healing. Bang. All right, let's roll. Let's go base to base and find us some action, guys. All right, well, I say base to base. I think I'm going to be doing more driving than basing to basing, but perfect time. All right, let's go ahead. Whoops. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Maybe? I forgot I just sent that freaking farm truck to our farm. Oh, well. All right, let's get here. Let's go park over here. Let's butt up to him as much as possible. We are going to drive our units all the way here. All right, so we are going to drive across, and we are going to get posted up, and we are going to start this party. Da-da-da-da. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, definitely feel free to let me know in the chat, and I am happy to answer anything you guys have got, or at least attempt to answer it to the best of my ability. Can you show the advanced city defense research? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Can you show the alliance rewards you guys, or that you get from the gift sections? Can you show the alliance rewards? Are you talking about like the alliance crates that we get for like maxing out that little bar or whatever? Is that what, am I understanding that right? And yes, Dominic, once I get my base deployed or redeployed and get my troops brought back in, I will pull up the advanced city defense. Mine is actually not very advanced. It's unlocked. It's just not very advanced. So, yeah, I will definitely show you that. And yes, I can go ahead and do that right now, Philip. So ours is, so actually this is kind of an interesting little bit of information that you guys might think is cool. We are actually, well, we were the first ever alliance in any server from server 1 all through the entire game to reach level 40 alliance level. And we did get that confirmed. So that's there's a bunch of them now that are level 40. But we were the first one in the entire game to actually get to level 40. So let's see what the gift crate looks like. So we've got the Almighty Commander Spoils. So we get the resources, right? The 10K resources, we get 20 of those. Oops. We get the 20 60-minute rushes, we get the 70 components, and obviously this is not the same every time. There's some changes, but this is what we have a chance of getting. The 240 ammo, the 35 Air Force components, the 120 Air Force ammo, the 50 universal pieces, or the 60 10 VFP points. How do you unlock advanced city defense? Yeah, just like Name said in the chat below, is you've got to completely max out the basic city defense first, and then it's kind of a hidden unlock there. Oh shoot! I need to pull my. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay, all right, we gotta do creep in here. That's my fault for getting distracted. That's all right. Oh, are you? Oh, come on now. Come on, Shaddix. Don't do that to me, dog. Don't do that to me. Come on now. All right, we're going to let him go on about his way. We are going to head back to our base. Yeah, here, let me get the advanced city pulled up. So as you guys can see, there's my tech trees. I've got all the 4 basic ones completely maxed out. The advanced city, as you guys can see, is like highly lacking for me. I've kind of taken the approach of prioritizing the advanced combat, just because even with the advanced city defense, like, it definitely does make a difference. Like, don't think it doesn't, but it just against mass army group swarms and things like that, your base still dies so quick. It's kind of like, is it really worth it? But this is kind of what it is. What I'm focusing on is, like, see, I've maxed out my base durability recovery so I can get back in the fight faster. I'm focusing on doing all the base durability that I possibly can, and then I'll go through and I'll just do the minimums on the firepower, the command truck, the garrison recovery rate. That's the biggest waste of time I've ever seen. So just so you guys know, when you guys get to this point, do as little as possible on the garrison recovery rate. That's a complete waste of research and resources. And then I'll do the base. Over time, I'll get to the base durability recovery, and then the, I'm not really concerned with the base firepower. In my opinion, that's very minimal, but the base durability does help a lot, as well as the garrison damage. So that's both of those are very important in my opinion. All right, so let's see here. Do I have anybody lurking around me? All right, I need to throw on some buffs. Let's throw on some buffs and let's have some fun. What do you guys say? All right, I don't have any buffs active currently, do I? No, I do not. Okay. All right, let's go here. All right, we need to do troop expansion. Boom. We need to do troop firepower. We need to do troop durability. Man, it is not easy on my gold. All right, let's go to buffs. Let's go ahead and go to troop expansion. We're going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and train up my troops here. And get those trained up, and then once those get trained up, I'm going to go ahead and hit the firepower and durability buffs, and we are going to get to work. Let's see here. Once we get this trained up, we will go ahead and get to work. While we're waiting to get this trained up, let's go ahead and scope out the area. Oop, didn't mean to do that. I see we've got the one base here. We have got another base there. All right, something that we may look into doing later. I've got to be smart though. That's the thing. I've got to be smart about how far away from my base I'm going to go, because I don't know who all is actually in the stream and what alliance they're from. So if they catch me out just walking around with troops where I can't get back into my base really quick, obviously I could be a sitting duck. So I'm going to do the best I can while being as strategic as I can. And we'll see what happens. All right, let's go ahead and throw on the durability buffs, 10% for 8 hours. Do it. Then we've got 8 hours, 10% firepower. Let's do it. What's up, Scooter? How are you, bro? Appreciate you stopping by tonight. All right, let's go ahead and let's get to work. Are you ever going to move servers? I actually already have. I came from server 13 about a week before the first San Francisco conquest event, which is the one that was before this current one. So I have actually already moved servers to 14, and to be honest with you, I absolutely love server 14. Love UN. Have a ton of good relationships with people in TO1. So no, I definitely do not intend on moving servers at any point in the future. Again, so server 14 is home to me, and I plan to hopefully keep it that way for the foreseeable future. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good, Scooter. I am glad to hear that you are doing good as well, my man. All right, let's see. Be a little bit. This super heavy takes so stinking long to train. Here, let's see if we can't do this and put on a... I wish the training speed boost lasted longer than 10 minutes. It's kind of not very long. All servers versus server 14. Well, I hope that's not the case. However, that would be a lot of fun on the fighting end of things. We probably would get overwhelmed if we got into a 1v7 or a 2v6, depending on if us and TO1 got paired up together, or TIB for that matter, because TIB is another server 14 Epic Alliance as well. They're quite a bit smaller than us and TO1, but they are still a pretty solid alliance. So we actually had them, we were paired, there was 3 of us actually in the San Francisco Conquest event in the Epic Battleground. So that was a lot of fun to have all 3 of us together. But yeah, it'd be tough to win anything doing if everybody teamed against us, but it would be a lot of fun on fighting for sure. I'll show you guys the current conquest rankings. So as you guys can see, we are in 3rd place right now out of the whole bracket here. We have actually not even really started to hammer away at Ravens, though. This is kind of what we've just accumulated slowly to this point. Once we're able to completely secure the middle and hopefully push everybody back as far away from us as we can and have a pretty good stronghold around it, then we will start to hammer out Ravens, and hopefully we'll be able to start to move up to the rankings. And the goal is always to finish number 1, so that's the goal, and we'll see if we get there. But HBR, WTF, TO1, all these alliances are going to be pushing for it as well. So we will see how it all shakes out over the next looks like 13, just under 14 days. How many alliances from the same server can end up in Epic and Moscow? It depends on how many Epic battlegrounds they've got. So there's been times where, oh, it looks like I'm getting attacked. This is fantastic. This is great. I love this. Look at this. Yeah, I love that. That's great. It looks like you said how many alliances. So it depends on how many Epic battlegrounds there actually are. So what I mean is currently there are 4 here. Let me show you actually. So let's go to the world map. Let's go on retraining here. Let's go ahead and view. So as you guys can see, we're on Epic here. This is the Epic battleground. Well, this is actually, okay, so this is actually some more of them because this a couple of these just started. So as you guys can see, this is like server 2, all these ones. But I'll show you the 4 that are taking place. These are the 4 that took place and started at the same time as us. So this is ours. So this is our lineup right here, okay? This is the second one that started with us. All these alliances that you guys are seeing right now were in the same pre-selection event as us, so we could have been paired up with any of these, but we were not. So there's another United Nations in server 18. Obviously, everybody knows who the real UN is, and that would be us. And there's mass, so mass from server 19. We have got a mass with us, and they have got a mass and another. They're kind of like us in TO1. They've got two pretty high-powered alliances, and both are epic caliber alliances. Same thing with Kill. They are in server 12. Looks like I'm getting attacked again. Holy crap! I need to get back down here. This is great. I'm actually enjoying this. It's a lot of fun. Looks like I got the better end of the deal there, though. We're going to go ahead and just, even though my super heavy isn't all trained up, we're going to go ahead and try to smack him around a little bit. See if I can't bust his mediums up here. Let those officer skills fire off. Bang. Done. Back on it. Let's roll. All right, so we are getting back in action here. We have obviously taken out most of his troops. Let's go ahead and see if we can't smack his artillery around a little bit. Boom. If we can get his artillery out of the mix, we're golden. He's going to obviously try to do the same from me, so I just go ahead and crack him. Now all his artillery's gone. Now we're back on the base. Here we go. All right, artillery's in. Artillery's in. We're going to go ahead and hit the retrain a little bit, try to salvage some troops here. All right, we're back on it. We're going to take down as much of his base as we can while we have got most of his troops are dead, and he can do just obviously minimal damage to me. Sorry, I've got distracted. I promise I'll get back to the conversation at the end of this fight. Looks like we are going to take this one here. Boom. Let's go ahead and smoke one of his artillery before he gets out of here. Looks like I don't know if he's doing this on purpose or if something happened with his game. Maybe his game froze, but I don't anticipate he's just giving me these kills. But if he is, thank you. If you're not, I'm sorry that your game crashed at the entirely wrong time. All right, there we go. Done deal. Hit the retrain, and we are back. Let's see. So, like I was saying, Philip, it all depends on. It all depends on how many epic battlegrounds there are. So, for example, at San Francisco, there was only, I believe there was one, maybe two, if my memory serves me right. I don't remember. And the three server 14s having to get paired together. Do you know a Henesta or Siphon Wolf? I knew he went over to server 14 from server 20. I don't personally know that name. I don't recognize that name. But I don't know, Jake, do you recognize that name? Let's see, Scooter, you said, may move over to server 14 if I get enough passes. Probably never going to happen. Well, if you do, you're more than welcome to come join us, my friend. We have a lot of fun over here. We do a lot of good things. Again, UN, TO1, TIB, A&D, a ton of high-powered, very formidable alliances over here. So in server 14, so we have a lot of fun. We always make sure we orchestrate combat drill events even back in server 14 when conquest events are not live. So we kind of keep the action alive. Let's see, just got a gold plus Liberty Medium blueprint, bruh. Yeah, absolutely, good stuff, man. That's fantastic. Yeah, absolutely, keep it for sure. But it will take years to get. I know it's rare, but as of right now, I would have liked a gold plus better. Yeah, no, I hear you, but however, definitely listen to Jake, keep that thing. And I promise the thing is it's kind of like a snowball effect. What you guys will realize is the more you guys play and the more advanced that you guys get, the easier it is to get things like materials and things like that to make these parts, right? I mean, like, look at my medium, and I'm not saying this from a bragging perspective. I'm saying this because it's just how it is. The longer you guys play, the more you progress, easier it is to do things at a quicker rate, right? So that's my medium, and I've got 3 gold plus parts. So it just takes time. When you whale up and save for the Liberty medium and get it 7.2, you will have a great medium. Yeah, absolutely. How many gold plus do you have? Are you talking to me, Dominic, or are you talking to somebody in the chat on how many gold pluses you have? We have. All right, let's go ahead and I think we are done and retrained. Let's go ahead and let's go see if we can fight. Who is this? Howitzer. All right, we're gonna go fight this guy. I'm gonna relocate, pull up as far as I can here. Oh, you're asking me? I have 5 gold plus parts. I have got 5 here while I'm driving over. I'll show you guys. So I have got the medium gun. I've got the Liberty howitzer, the Vanguard engine, the service kit. I've got a gold plus Liberty fighter. And that's it. I got a bunch of 7.1s. I'm sorry, 7.1s, goodness gracious. I've got a bunch of gold plus, but not... Gosh dang, I am getting my world jumbled. I've got a bunch of gold plus, but not a bunch of gold plus. The gold plus parts are super freaking hard to get. The blueprints are so dang hard. I think it's almost, and I don't know this, I don't know this for like a statistic purpose, but I think it almost might be easier to get a gold plus part and craft a perfect part and turn it into gold plus than it is to actually draw a gold plus blueprint, like a true gold plus blueprint. My medium is my main unit right now. Good choice. I have horrible blueprint luck. Best of course on my alt account. Yeah, I've got freaking just trash can gold blur. I've got trash can blueprint draw luck too for sure. All right, let's go see if we can't drive out to this old boy here and go pay him a visit. So there's my kill report or kill reports. So yeah, we'll take that. I crafted a part and got a gold plus service kit. Yeah, there you go. Crafted a perfect part. It is death. I got 3 of my from that. Gold plus part. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I really think it is. Honestly, it's super freaking hard to be able to actually get. I need to, when I'm out of my base this far, I need to put air support over my units so that way people don't start sending bombers in and get free reign of kills. Yeah, I think it is. I think I might have done the same thing. I might have gotten, I know at least, I don't remember for sure, at least 2 or 3 of my gold plus parts are, or were at one time, just gold plus blueprints that crafted into gold plus. All right, so let's get, oh shoot. So let's see how much damage we can do on this first run. I anticipate, I need to back my planes off a little bit. I anticipate we will probably not get them all the way down right away, but we will take as much damage out of them as we can on the first run. I'm gonna back it off this once I get to about 4 units. I'll wait till 3 units. Yeah, I'm going to back it off now. So we got them almost done. All right, I'm going to head back to my base. Normally I wouldn't if obviously I was close and I could just stay out and retrain. But I am going to head back to my base right now since I am so far. If I just sit out like a sore thumb like that, somebody's going to be bound to swing a fighter in and start dropping bombs on me. Yeah, see, I don't actually have, I would love one for my rockets, Jake. I've actually got all gold plus parts for my rocket trucks, but none that are gold plus. Is there a knack to getting perfect gold plus? Honestly, man, I don't think so. If there is, I haven't figured it out yet. I think it's just all luck, to be honest with you. I think it's just all luck. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, Nick. I think the best approach to doing that, because of course if you've got a gold blueprint or a gold plus blueprint and you craft it and you don't get the perfect part, you can always obviously kind of trade it in and get your materials back. So you're really not at a loss for anything. Of course, you're going to be out the money it took to actually craft it, which is not very much in the grand scheme of things. However, the only thing I do that for, because I do think you're right, but the only thing I personally do that for is for the like service kits and things like that on the artillery and the tanks. I don't actually do that too often for parts. Friend of my alliance, I think, has a full max gold plus artillery for Liberty, but IDK, if it's all gold plus parts are maxed. So I'll show you my Liberty. I'm actually pretty proud of my Liberty artillery. So I've got all gold plus and then the one gold plus. However, the gold plus barrel I've got here was not a gold plus that crafted into a perfect gold plus. It was a true gold plus blueprint. And when I built it, the power here, you guys see right under the horizontal sliding breech, the max power I think that it was able to go up to was 1693. And I got 1690, so I almost got it to as truly perfect gold plus as you can without being actually perfect. So I love it, and it's on my Liberty artillery, which is even better because that's my favorite artillery unit, though. Yeah, send me a screenshot for sure. We'll take a look at it. I'll actually pull it up in on the screen and here on stream, and we'll take a look at it on the stream. Let me know in the chat when you send it. Just waiting for the old big super heavy to finish training up. Let's call him another airdrop. Yeah. Like I said, Jake, just let me know in game when you send it. We'll take a look at it. So mine with, and obviously, guys, I've got buffs on. I've got the garrison damage buff, or not. I've got the troop buff, but mine it's almost 1.2 million. So let's see. Show you guys what all my units are. 1.1, 7.8, 1.2, and then once my super heavy gets done crafting, we'll take a look. Just went to VIP to see how much it cost to max out Guardian of Truth. For 7 VIP to 9 VIP bundle packs, I was like, nope, I'll leave that alone. Yeah, it can get expensive. I personally maxed out Guardian of Truth, but I did it over time, obviously, as I was able to level up different VIP levels. He is a very good officer, and I have talked about this in different videos before. He is a great officer, but I only encourage people to do it if they've got the expendable income, right? I mean, I'm not ever going to tell somebody that you have to pay for something. I mean, if it's a matter of like food or an officer, obviously, I would highly encourage you to take the food. Turns out I have 4 gold plus on my arty. Holy cow! Split between them both. Which VIP level do you have? How hard do you save for each level? Which levels do you feel are most important? That's a good question. Actually, let me start with Dominic's question first because he sent it first, and then I will take a stab at your question too, David. Dominic's question was, what are your thoughts on VNF from server 20? They are from my server. My thoughts are they are a very good alliance. Obviously, I don't know any of their players personally. I have not, to my knowledge, interacted with any of them in game or privately. However, they seem nice. At least in the chats or Moscow chat. But yeah, they're a good alliance. They fought well. They fought hard, and obviously our group of 4 alliances, us, TO1, HBR, and NVX have obviously got the upper hand on them and the others. But like I said, I've got nothing but praise for everyone in our Moscow. They've all fought hard. WTF is a freaking heck of alliance. Mass has done a fantastic job too. So I mean, everybody's so good, man. Our epic battleground it consists of the top 8 of the alliances, the top 8 ranked alliances in the pre-selection. So I mean, it was kind of the best of the best, so to speak. I mean, now that doesn't necessarily mean that we're all actually the best of the best in terms of fighting, but we had the most production in the pre-selection. So, which VIP level do you have? So I actually am VIP level 16. I am closing in on VIP level 17. The question about which is most important, they're all equally as important. They all offer fantastic buffs that are extremely valuable. Obviously, the higher the VIP level, the better buffs you're going to get. VIP is definitely, I would say, the best overall investment in the game that you can make. I would say Lucky Wheel is probably tied for first or very close second. But it is easier to invest in Lucky Wheel and promote your officers than it is your VIP level. So you kind of just have to divvy it up however you need to accordingly. However, it also depends on, and this is kind of a superficial thing to say, but it is very true, it also depends on the alliance you're in. So, for example, UN. What's up, Raider? How are you, my man? Raider, everybody in chat, Raider Strike is our R5 actually in UN. So if you guys will show him some love in chat, that would be awesome. He does a fantastic job leading us and making sure that we are put in the best positions possible. Not to answer your question about the VIP, the advantage somebody like me has that maybe somebody in a smaller alliance doesn't have is we have got in UN, we've got I would say quite a few fairly large spenders, and then we've also got, I would say, the vast majority of our alliance are spenders in some capacity, whether it's small to medium level spenders, and then of course, like I said, we've got our group of very big spenders, which makes it easier to level your VIP up. However, if you're in a smaller alliance, or you're an alliance that maybe doesn't have a ton of spenders, whatever the case may be, I would say definitely prioritize investing your gold into your VIP level, because that will help you tremendously. And it looks like we are trained up and ready to go now, so we're going to head back over and finish this guy off, hopefully. I want a 1v1 after Moscow. I'll lose, but it'll be fun. LOL, JK, but only if you're up for it. Yeah, of course, man. We can definitely do that. And I don't know if you'd lose. You might end up beating me. This is the most tiring level 4 ever. Yeah, I can imagine, man. You guys have done a great job making sure everything stays in line for us. It's been an event for sure. It's been a ton of fun in terms of fighting and stuff, but I'm sure you guys on the back end of things have got wore out. What's up, Scooter? I'm glad to have you back, brother. Dominic, I'm VIP 16 without spending any money. It's a hell of a grind, but it's well worth it. Yeah, absolutely. What server are you in, Dom? I need to, after this base, what I'm going to do, since I'm going on the offensive, I'm going to actually scrap this anti-tank gun, and I'm going to put on the rocket trucks. So that way I can get a little bit more structured damage out of the deal. I'm in server 20. What alliance are you in, Dom? And I should have paid attention to your message. I'm sorry, I did pay attention, but I just didn't remember that you had already previously told me that you were in server 20 with VNF. Didn't lose all my super heavy, so that is a win. All right, we are going to head back to the base here, and we are going to retrain a little bit, and then we are going to go find us our next base to hit. You sent me the screenshot in game. Yes. Okay, let's take a look at it. Here is your here is your artillery. All right, so it looks like you have got a gold plus Liberty barrel too. That's great. You got a gold plus gun mount. Nice. Towing vehicle, gold plus testing equipment, the radar, and then gold plus. Nice. Yeah, that thing's a beast. I'm in Alliance VNFB, Black Panther. Are you guys like a sub-alliance to VNF? Dom, is that what the situation is, or you guys just happen to have a common similar like lettering, I guess, with them, and there's no actual connection or resemblance? All right, while this is actually going on, since I am going on the offensive, we are going to go ahead and swap out the anti-tank gun. We are going to disassemble here. All right, let's see. Thanks, bro. It's 8.4 with maxed Antonine and Ruptor on it. It's a beast, but can be taken out easily with some luck and skill. Yeah, I think that can be said though for all of us, honestly. I mean, I know my artillery units in the field. If I get caught sleeping and just driving my artillery unit around, maybe do an army group or something like that, then I mean it gets put down pretty quick. Oh. Just gonna build this up, train it up, and then we are going to head out and go see what other bases we can find. All right, I'm gonna slap on the... So I think what they're gonna do, and I would love to hear what you guys think, because I have no actual information. This is just my assumption, but I think when the July timeframe rolls around and we get the advanced units or modern units, whatever they're going to call them, I saw everyone when they first announced that, when the roadmap came out, everyone was freaking out if there's going to be 8-star or 8.1 star, 8.2 star units or whatever the case is. And I mean, understandably so. I don't want that. But I think what they're going to do is they're not actually going to jump up, and they could. Again, this is not confirmed information. This is just strictly my opinion. But I think what they're going to do is instead of jumping up the star level of units, I think what they're going to do is increase the they're going to make another category of components that you can use. Obviously, they're at some point, I would assume the unit levels might increase. I don't know. That's just an assumption. So it'll be interesting to see what that all looks like coming down the pipeline throughout the summer months. Looks like I've got some officer missions finishing up here. These are my level 4 missions. My level 5 missions should be coming time to collect. Let's see. In less than an hour. So we'll be done with everything in less than an hour, and we'll be ready to roll. I think I'm going to save my statues for the new RD officer coming in July. That's extremely smart. That's actually what I was talking about the other day to someone as well, is I am personally going to be finishing up the Witcher, since I've almost got her done. I'll show you, for those of you guys that were not in here earlier at the start of the stream, I'll show you guys where I'm at. So the Witcher, I've got 3. Let's see. Sorry guys. Let's see. I have got Witcher 3 of her 4 skills, level 5. I've got 11 statues to go until I've got her last level 4, and then I just need the 100 for level 5. So once I do that, once I get her awakened, then I will go ahead and start socking back statues for the new officer. We're doing well this Moscow in gold. Server 6, my tag in game is Great Britain. Cool. Well, hopefully you guys continue to find success in your conquest event. All right, we're almost done training here. Let's see what other... Oh, is this somebody? All right, looks like this is going to be our next person. All right, perfect. Let's let these finish retraining, and then we will head on to the next base. Gonna head out. Some battlefield action taking place somewhere in map, and need to head to work. Stay safe all. Keep well. See you around, folks. See you, Raider. I appreciate you stopping by, my man. I hope you have a good time at work. All right, it looks like we are almost done with the last one, and we're going to scooch a little over. Yeah, we're going to scooch a little over here. See if we can't park it and go have some fun. How far away is this guy? Where did I see him at? I didn't imagine that, did I? No, I didn't hear you. Looks like his base is already toasty. Do the campaign missions ever end? Yes, they do. The campaign missions go all the way to Chapter 12, Mission 40. So it'll go to 1240. And then after you get done with 1240, that is the last one, at least as of now, that you can do. So 1240 is the last and final campaign mission. Now let's go ahead and head on here. Let's go ahead and bring my fighters to trail them. What's up, Scooter? I appreciate you joining back, my man. We are just heading over to this base that we have found. We are going to, it looks to be already a little bit toasty, but we are going to pay him a visit here. We're going to do this. We're going to do that there. We're going to do that there. Then we're going to go ahead and, no, I want that here. We're going to do this here. You think Cairo is the next level 4 city? I think Cairo might be, and I also wouldn't be, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they bring San Francisco back. I could be entirely wrong. I have no idea, to be honest with you. Okay, good, because I'm stuck at 1124. I don't know if you saw my campaign video, Dominic, but if you have not, I encourage you to watch it because you can actually use buffs on campaign. So I don't know if you've known that, if you knew that or not, but you can. So that might be something that'll help push you over that edge a little bit. This is honestly, I'll be honest with you guys, this is how I'm attacking once bases are done. And once I'm blowing these bases up, I'm obviously taking into consideration that my units are quite a bit stronger than his and this particular player's, and I've also got buffs on. But if you guys are in a situation where you're low on reserves and need to be conservative or whatever, you guys can, destroy the base, pull your troops back, and then if you've got maxed Antonina or something like that, you can run in and target, or you can pull back, target the tanks that won't target you since you've got the extra grid. Kill them first, and then run in with a tank or something like that and kill off the artillery since they won't do a ton of damage to you very quickly. So you guys can play smarter than I am. I'm just I've got reserves, a little bit of a reserve buffer, so I'm kind of just being a little bit lazy. Oof, you switched out your anti-tank gun for a rocket. I feel anti-tank gun is really good at higher levels. Let's say max Percy and outer. Yeah, absolutely. So the reason I did that, Scooter, is because I'm hunting for bases right now. So once I go back to once I get off tonight or whatever, or if I'm getting pushed by army groups or whatever, and I need to be in defensive mode, I'm gonna swap the I'm not the super heavy. I'm gonna swap the rocket trucks out for the anti-tank gun again. So I just flip-flop depending on what I'm doing at any given time, really. All right, let's go ahead and find. Forgot to watch that. Thanks for reminding me to watch. Yeah, absolutely, brother. Hopefully that helps. If you still have any questions after you watch it, definitely let me know. All right. gotta do. All right, let's see here. I need to find some more bases to kill. That's priority number 1. The problem is what to kill. Got a big boy there. That's a potential option, but that's a long drive. All of those are allies. Let's see. Can I get over here? Yeah, I can. What's over here? Ooh. Is there anything? Is there any bases out? Holy cow. There's literally no bases out. Like, what are we doing? Like, how can I even fight? This doesn't make sense at all. And I've got 6 hours till I've got another lift. This is tough. All right, well, let's maybe do this. That's a long freaking haul, though. My gosh. All right, I think here's the best course of action we can take. All right, here's what we're going to do. All right, let's do this. All right, we're going to... I've kind of got myself in a bind because I've got a limited time with these buffs. If I have to pay for another... buff, though, I can. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to disassemble my arty. I don't know if I'll make it in time over there before my buffs run out. If I don't, it's okay. I'm going to disassemble my artillery units. I'm going to keep my tank units, though, since my base is basically full health. I'm going to drop it down into truck mode. This is something that you guys can definitely keep in mind and you guys can put in your back pocket to do. If you have a situation in mind and you're out about airlifts or don't want to use an airlift or something along those lines, drop it in truck mode. Keep your tanks out as protection for the truck, so your units can tail the truck. Let the truck get a little bit ahead of you, and then once you get close to your destination, not all the way there, but close to your destination, break down your truck, retrain your units, and you're golden, and you didn't lose any on the way there. So I'm going to let my truck get a little bit of a head start since it is quite a bit slower. And one of the things that I don't know for sure, and all of you guys that are in the community Discord server will obviously be kept in the loop. If any of you guys are in here that are not currently in the community Discord server, I highly encourage you to join. The link is actually below in the live stream description, as well as it is in all of the descriptions in all my videos that I've ever posted, and will be in all of the future videos as well as it is in the pinned comments, as well as the link is in the about section on the channel, so you can find it in multiple spots. So that would be a good way to, if you guys are not already in there, I highly encourage you, like I said, to join. That's where I keep everybody up to date as best as I can. So I will keep you guys up to date on what the plan looks like regarding the Kremlin situation. My goal is to stream the Kremlin fight, assuming there is a Kremlin fight. I don't know exactly what everything's going to look like, so as we get closer to time, I will keep you guys in the loop on that. If I can do it, and there is going to be a big fight for the Kremlin, if there is going to be, and I can do it, and I can work my work schedule around it, then what I will do is try to make sure that we make it very unique and very fun. Not only will I stream it, but I will make sure that we get the UN Discord War Room audio involved too, so you guys can hear our comms and hear how we talk and coordinate things in Discord voice as well on big server, or not on big server, but in big fights like that. So we are just making our way over. I know a few of you guys just joined up into the stream. We are making our way over to the more northern side of the map here. We are going to go try to look for some fun and some bases to kill, hopefully. But we are just out of airlifts, and we are having to find ways to navigate around. And it looks like I might have to pull... It looks like I might have to pull a magic trick out, and I might have to scoot across that bridge at some point. I don't know. We might take a look at that down the road. What server are you in? I am in server 14. I am in the UN Alliance in server 14. Yeah, Scooter, I think it'd be a lot of fun, man. I think I don't know if anybody that I can remember content creator wise that has done anything like that within the game, you know, included the Alliance Discord audio. What is the world is going on with my truck? What is this? What is this? Surely not, right? Okay. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be unique. I don't think it's been done before. I think it would be something that would give kind of a more personal touch to the stream, and that we could make happen for you guys. Obviously, we have to kind of walk the line of, you know, we can't put the Alliance in jeopardy in the sense of, like, you know, the strategic side of it. We can't be revealing any plans or things like that. However, I think we can manage it without putting the Alliance into any kind of compromised position. Anomaly, what's up, my man? How are you? I appreciate you stopping by. Hey man, been stuck at 80 million power. Got any tips on for me to grow? Yeah, this is gonna kind of sound a little bit cliche maybe, but like just keep at it, man. It just takes time. I mean, there's so many times in the past where I'm like I was telling everybody earlier, it's kind of like a snowball effect. It's like, you know, you feel like you kind of get in a rut, or you kind of hit a plateau. And then as you keep pushing and pushing and pushing and growing, it gets actually easier and faster to grow over time, because the resources you're able to accumulate are easier to get and get them at a higher level and things like that. So there's a ton of variables there, man. But I would say it sounds kind of basic, but just keep pushing, keep focusing on your buildings, your tech. Make sure you're dividing up and providing them both with attention. Don't just be all tech or all buildings. Make sure you equally balance things out as much as possible to ensure you're a well-rounded player. Eating a soup and trying to understand your rap? Well, Anomaly, I'm not very good at rapping, but I appreciate you stopping by nonetheless. Let's see here. While we're driving over here, let's see what the situation. I gotta be careful not to show you guys tags. Not that I feel like any of you guys are snooping. However, I have had some players from some other alliances, VNF to name one, and to be honest with you, I don't fault them. I would do the same thing if I knew somebody from a different alliance that we were competing against was streaming. I would be watching it as well to pick up tags and things like that, and they have owned up to doing that, so I've got to be careful to protect our tags. I'm not going to let anybody see what we're doing to the best of my ability. Also, in your battleground, which alliance is currently winning? Like, which alliance is doing the best? Define best. What do you mean, like, in terms of, like, who's currently leading the, like, repute rankings? Is that what you mean? I mean, could be subject to change. We've got a little over 13 days left, so I mean that could change between now and then. Maybe it doesn't, maybe it does, who knows? But is that what you mean, or like just who is controlling the most buildings, things like that? All right, Anomaly, I will see you later, my friend. I appreciate you stopping by. Now, I'm trying to just get a gauge on how far my base truck is away. Just like who's controlling the most buildings, destroying everyone, basically. So the way our conquest event is going so far is we are We are split. We've got 8 alliances in here. We are split 4 and 4. So we try to make it as fair as possible. So we split 4 and 4. So it is us, which my alliance UN from server 14. It is TL1 from server 14. It is HBR from server 12, and then it is NVX from server 15. That is our 4 alliances that are teamed up together. And then on the other side, it is I'm trying to think. It is WTF from server 16. They were actually in our San Francisco event last time. Great Alliance did do a fantastic job. There is one of the mass alliances from server 19. They have been doing really good. There is VNF from server 20, which is actually, this is the first time server 20 has ever been in a conquest event with us. They have actually been doing really well. Been fighting really hard, been doing really, really good work. So hats off to those guys. And then we've got Fury from server 13. So those are the other 4 alliances that we are fighting against, and who is winning is our side. The other side is doing really good work. Been putting up fights since day one. Literally every single day, there's been large breakouts of fights. So it's been a ton of fun. But our 4 alliances are controlling pretty much everything at this point. We don't control everything, but we are making a push to get control of everything as quickly as possible. Okay, my base truck is closing in. I know this drive has been long, but I was trying to heal some villages earlier and help out, so I used some airlifts, and here we are. So we're getting close. So once I get here and deployed, let me see what I need to do. I need to come over here. And the safe zones, I believe, are going to be dropping, I think, tomorrow. I think. Okay, so I need to, once we get here, oops, did not mean to do that. If you could change one thing about your lineup, what would I change? My lineup as in like my units? And do you mean specifically my ground units, or do you mean my Air Force, or do you just mean like either or, like if I could change one thing just in general? I just want to make sure I answer your question correctly, or answer the correct question, I guess. Be a better way to say it. My units, safe zones drop when Kremlin opens. What would I change about my units? If I could change one thing about my units, that's a good question. That's a really good question. Let me think about that. Okay, ground and air. Okay, all right. If I could change anything, that's a good question. I'm gonna have to think on that because I feel honestly pretty happy with my units. Like I feel like I did a pretty good job and got a lot of good advice from Josh and Cap T and some of our other 313 guys. At the very beginning, I got some good advice that kind of carried me all the way through until now. So I don't know if I would change a whole lot, to be honest with you. I'm pretty happy with what I've got. I think maybe the only thing I would change in terms of ground units would be having prioritized a second Liberty artillery unit sooner. Not that the Martyrs is bad, but the Liberty is just better, and that's just kind of a fact. So I would say I would have prioritized a second 7.2 Liberty artillery unit sooner. And I would not change anything about my Air Force, to be honest with you, because my Air Force, I kind of stuck to my guns. And I kind of stuck to my guns and waited till I got my ground force predominantly where I wanted it to be before I focused on my Air Force. I've currently got a 7.1 Vanguard fighter and a 7.1 Liberty fighter. I'm actually going to be eating here pretty soon my 7.1 Liberty fighter to finally make my second 7.2 Liberty artillery unit. And I'm actually getting close to finishing up my third Vanguard 7.1 unit, which will be able to then give me the opportunity to merge into my Vanguard fighter and finally make that 7.2. And then the next Vanguard unit I will be pushing for is going to be a second 7.2 Vanguard fighter. So I want 2 Vanguard fighters. In my opinion, Vanguard fighters are the best fighters, so 2 is going to be wonderful. Is rocket trucks worth getting, and should I replace it with my anti-tank gun? Yes and no. The answer to question one is are rocket trucks worth it? Yes, absolutely, they're worth it, especially once you start getting into the advanced combat tech. You can really, really start to reduce the fire time, the fire rate and things like that, or the reload speed of the rocket trucks and your artillery. So yes, it absolutely is well worth it because you can hammer out artillery units with rocket trucks and things like that. Would I encourage you to replace your anti-tank gun with it? No, I would not. I think you can do what I did and play it situationally based, right? So like I had my anti-tank gun in this place that I had my rocket trucks, but I pulled my anti-tank guns and filled it with the rocket trucks because I'm on the offensive right now. I'm going base to base. Once I get done playing tonight and I go into more of a defensive mode, I'm going to pull the rocket trucks out again and I'm going to put the anti-tank gun back in. Interesting. I agree with the Vanguard fighter being the best. Really want to get a Vanguard bomber though. So here's my opinion, and this is probably going to be an unpopular opinion, and that's okay, but my opinion is the Vanguard bomber is actually the worst bomber in the game, and I don't mean worst as in like the effectiveness of it. It's the most strategically hard bomber to use because think about it like this, right? The Vanguard bomber is geared more towards or predominantly towards targeting artillery units. The problem is when people have army groups of artillery units out, primarily speaking, they're going to have tons of fighter support over them to protect them, which means that once you drive your once you fly your Vanguard fighters in, they're just going to get ate alive by the fighter support. So it makes it very hard, not that it's not certainly not impossible, it just makes it very hard and you have to be very strategic with the Vanguard bomber versus something like the Martyrs, which is what I'm going for, the Martyrs bomber, which is really, really effective against tanks. Nobody, for the most part, ever really gives air support cover to the tanks because tanks are pretty strong, but it takes away the element of having to worry about the survivability against the fighters like it does the artillery, if that makes sense. Yeah, there's a good rocket and anti-tank gun research. One reduces rocket fire speed by 1 second and ups anti-tank gun damage. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're right. I like Martyrs fighters more, especially for getting rid of pesky. I don't actually have a Martyrs fighter. I'm pushing for a Martyrs bomber, but I've got Vanguard fighters. Definitely agree. One thing I would use Vanguard bombers for would be reserve line. Yeah, you could absolutely. The problem is the problem with and this is not a problem. It's just tedious work because when you start targeting supply lines, right, you start targeting, just small amounts of troops. So you can't get mass amounts of kills. And once you target a troop and it's gone, it's got to come all the way back to your base and you've got to send it all the way out again. So if you're close, it's fine. But if you're far, it just makes it's very tedious to get a small amount of kills. So to me, not really worth it as much. Also, ever since I have been watching your videos, I have noticed you don't upgrade your 2nd and 3rd Air Force barracks. Why don't you upgrade them? That's a great question. And the reason I don't upgrade them, and I will at some point, but the reason I don't upgrade them is because I don't have another Air Force. I don't have a 2nd Air Force unit yet that is very strong. So what I've been doing is investing all of my resources into my tech. I've been upgrading my plane tech while I try to increase my actual Air Force units. Once I increase my Air Force units, I'll double back and start working on my hangars again. Deathwish, what's up? Just popped in to say hi. What's up, Puzz? How are you, man? Hope you guys have been doing well in your Moscow, and hopefully the rest of you 313 boys still in Server 13 are doing good, man. I'm glad to hear from you. I appreciate you stopping by. Nah, either he untrained his arty or it just got picked off. No, I untrained him, Jake. I untrained him before I started trucking. I played it smart. I got lazy. If you remember the stream I did, I guess maybe a week or so ago, I got lazy and I just started driving my units a long way across the map, and they did get picked off. So luckily I've got a pretty decent amount of reserves, but Yeah, I'm not gonna be lazy like that again. We're getting our butts kicked, but it's all good. Well, as long as you guys are having fun, man, and like I said, man, I appreciate you stopping by. I really do. I miss you guys. I hope you guys have been doing well, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the near future. What's the best fighter officer combo in your opinion? I like Witcher paired with Wings of Glory on the Martyrs fighter. That's a good question. In my opinion, the most universally effective fighter officer combo is going to be Brisk Eagle and Witcher. So I like Brisk Eagle a lot because of obviously the critical damage and things like that. And then I also like Witcher because she has got the damage resist, the durability, and the maneuverability buff. So you kind of combine the best of both of those. I got like 3 airlifts, so if you want me to hop on and help, I can. Yeah, Jake, I mean, you're more than welcome to, man. I mean, I'm not going to tell you you have to or I need the help, but if you do want to join, you're more than welcome to do so. Also, why do you think Liberty howitzers are better than the Martyrs? That's a good question, and it's actually not an opinion-based thing. It's facts, and I'll show you why here in just a second. Let me get parked here, and once I redeploy my base and I actually start retraining my troops, I'll go in and I'll show you statistically why it's better. Yeah, Brisk is the Antonina of the air. Just think most people have her on bombers. She's a universal officer, so you can, obviously, move her around and mix and match her. So like when I get the my Martyrs bombers to 7.2, I'll definitely have her on my bomber too. I'll have her paired with Pixie because my Pixie is actually about to be completely awakened as well. So you can mix and match her. But yeah, she's good on fighters and bombers. Do you foresee any changes to the Alliance politics landscapes of this level 4 city? Do I see any changes to the Alliance politics landscape? No, I don't, man. Obviously, us and TO1 are both server 14 alliances, and both are, we have a huge amount of respect for each other. We have a lot of fun. We've also had a lot of, and I don't mean this arrogantly at all, but both of us have had a ton of success in conquest events. So we obviously have each other's back. We've got complete server unity and peace. So there's going to be nothing that changes there. NVX has worked with TO1 and UN both multiple times in the past. There's a good relationship and foundation that's been built there. A lot of loyalty, so no, I don't see anything changing with them. HBR has actually gone against TO1 in past conquest events. However, they have been with us this time and have been great. So no, I don't see anything changing. Just gonna chill and watch a stream. Awesome, sounds good, Jake. If you decide to hop on, let me know and we'll get together and we'll make it happen. Okay. Thanks for the help. I'm progressing through the campaign again. Yeah, absolutely, Dom. I'm glad I could help. All right, so now back to your question. Verify about the Liberty and artillery, why I think it's better. So I will show you why. All right, so a couple things. So we're going to start with the Liberty artillery unit, okay? When you go in and you look at the statistics here, all right, so you will see that there is a... This is all completely maxed out modifications. I've got my parts, things like that, but don't look at the actual firepower durability stats. Look at the structural damage, look at the load speed, look at the structural damage percentage, things like that, right? So the Liberty does 300% structural damage. It has got a load speed of 2.86 seconds, right? So in theory, the more shots you can get off faster, the more damage and the more effective it's going to be. And that's where, along with the structural damage boost you get, that's where it kind of shines over the Martyrs because it's got substantially more fire. It's got a quicker fire rate. So let's go over here and hop into the Martyrs. So as you guys can see, the Martyrs has got a 250% structural damage boost compared to the 300 on the Liberty. And it has got and again, my Martyrs howitzer has got fully maxed mods, great parts. It has got a 3.42 second reload time, so about 0.6 of a second slower. So, and it's got, you see AoE at 7.65, compared to the Liberty, which is 8.5. AoE is area of effectiveness, is what that means. Meaning, another simple way to think about that is splash damage, right? When it shoots in an area, it's going to basically think about it like just a blanket of damage that goes all over the units in that particular area. And so it does more damage over a bigger amount of area/units. She's 17 super heavy. That's a lot. Yeah, but I've also got the troop buff on. Well, I did. I did. Not now, though. That drive took a long freaking time. We'll put another one on here in just a moment, though. Oof, with my troop buff, I can only get to 14. Well, it all just depends on the your barracks level. Four of my five barracks are level 32. My last one is going to be pushed to it's going to be pushed to level 32 here before long. I've been focusing on my resources in Moscow to this point on plane tech, as well as getting my first hangar to level 32. And yes, verify, I have heard of fortified walls. Once you get all of your base buildings maxed, meaning get them all to level 32, you unlock fortified walls. I need to do a video of this actually at some point. But you unlock, once all base buildings are level 32, you unlock what is called fortified or advanced walls. And you get 4 sections. So there's 4 sides to your base. You get, I believe it's 3 or 4. You get 3 or 4 walls that you can level up. And each wall can go up to level 2. It maxes out at up to level 200. However, each level you go up, the amount of durability it gives is the same. So every level you go up from level 1 to 2, it's going to give you an extra 150,000 durability. Level 150 to 151 is still going to give you 150,000 durability. So it's 150,000 durability every level, and it also costs the same amount of building resources and materials every time too. Jake, what is up, my man? Yeah, I'll show up. I'm kind of bored. Sounds good. Are you bringing the base and everything, or are you just bringing it? Looks like you bringing everything. All right, cool. I'll be on for about 34 minutes. Cool. That works for me. I'll wait till you get the base here, and we'll make it happen. It looks like you're not far away. There's a super heavy inbound. It looks like we got the Arties there, and I assume the base truck is pretty close. And there we are. There you are. Have you ever seen someone? Oh, okay. Yeah, I already answered that question. Oh, no, I didn't. I'm sorry. I just misunderstood what you said. Have you ever seen someone with all the fortified maxed walls? I think I have, but I cannot confirm that for a fact. So the player King Kong in our current Moscow, he is a little over 320 million. I have been told that he is got every bit of his tech completely maxed out. Advanced tech, everything is all completely maxed out, as well as all of his buildings and all of his walls are level 200. That is what I've been told. I don't know that for a fact, but other than him, he is the only one that I know of, or that I've been told, that has actually completed everything within the game so far. I'm using one device, so I'll follow you. Okay, sounds good. So only like 30 mil health added to each side. It's only a thing to keep whale spending. Yes, it helps. But in my opinion, and this is kind of the dilemma I'm actually in right now, is it's like, do you focus on base buildings, right? Because I'm getting to the point where like now I'm starting to level up my second Air Force units. Like, do I start to focus on my second hangar? Do I continue to invest all my resources into my advanced tech? I don't know. I don't know what this looks like. I think I'm going to continue to, for the next little bit anyway, I'm going to continue to push my tech. And then once I get my tech pushed up a little bit more, I will start focusing on buildings again. Sorry, this dude's hitting my boy Jake. Can't allow that to happen. Oh, come on now. Come on now. He came in hot. He got pumped down. No, let's go. Let's go. I crash a bit, so don't be surprised if I lose all my troops. No worries, bro. I will do what I can to help keep you safe. No guarantees, but I will do what I can. Oops. See where these trucks are coming from. Oh, it's a nice surprise. Find some more bases I did not know were close by. We might have to swing or whatever and take care of that here soon as well. We're gonna stick to the gun zone and smoke this guy. All right, Jake is almost here. Hey, how are you? Appreciate you stopping by the stream. Rest in peace, Rockets 2022. Absolutely. He came in hot too, man. He just hammered through that alley and just took it to town. I didn't even see him coming, to be honest with you. Here's his base, though. I found his base. He's 111. We'll go smoke him here in a bit, too. OMG just saw you have 35 tanks. Jesus. Are you using 20%? I'm using 40%. I'm using 40%. I'm using the biggest one that I can get. Currently, so yeah, that's why. So I've got that, like I said, my barracks are level 32 plus the buff. That's what you're seeing. That's why it looks so like it's so much. Let me know, Jake, when you get those artillery retrained. Do you think I should spend money on the Stormy Seas pack, and is it worth it? I think that's a personal decision, man. I think if you've got the extra money, and I'm certainly by no means a financial expert here, this is just my personal opinion. I think if you've got the extra money and you like the way it looks and you like the buffs that it offers, then yeah, absolutely. If it's worth it to you, then spend the money. If you've got the extra money, if you don't have the extra money, then don't. I certainly wouldn't advise you to miss any of your bills or miss a meal for the base. The reason I'm not pushing for it is because I already have the Christmas skin base, which offers, I will show you guys, the buffs here. And don't get me wrong, I really like the way that the new skin looks, but the thing is the skin I've currently got has got a firepower for all troops 5% and artillery firepower 5%, right? And then we jump over here and we go to the Stormy Seas. It's got firepower for all troops and artillery fire 5%. Firepower 5%. So I would literally be spending money to get the same buffs. It would look aesthetically different and it would look really cool, but it wouldn't give me any different of buffs. So to me, in my opinion, in my current situation, no, it's not worth it. But if I didn't have the Christmas skin, then yeah, it probably would be. My alliance is all buying it because we are the chaotic pirates, so it's kind of needed. Well, that would make sense. That's kind of funny. That's awesome. You ready to go, Jake? All right, let's do it, my man. We got to be careful. Let's keep a lookout against what's up. He looks like he might be a little angry. He's gonna come out and take a swipe at us. I'm gonna pull my artillery units over though, and I'm gonna try to protect them with my mediums. Yeah, I saw this coming from a mile away. Imagine. Oh my God. Here we go. At least it'll give me an opportunity to farm some kills. He's going to do some damage with his bombers, though. I'll be able to farm some kills off of him with my fighter, though, so I can take that. I can't be too mad about that. I'll let you have the rest of those, Jake. I'm going to pull back. I'm going to hit the retrain. He's going to keep sending them bombers in. Let's see here. It's going to add a different dynamic to my approach here. He's going to keep his fighters out there, which is fine. I'll just... he's going to pull it back. Okay. All right, no, he's not. He's not going to keep them out there. That's too bad. That's too bad. All right, we'll go ahead and regroup here, Jake. Go ahead and retrain. We'll retrain and we'll figure it out from there. Do you know how good the God of War skill is in advanced combat? Let's see here. Do I know how good it is? No, I do not. Well, I don't think I do. Let me find out. Which one is that? Can't remember off the top of my head. I assume that's probably the plain. Oh, God of War. Oh, Goddess of War. Right? Is that what you asked? Goddess of War? You said God of War. Is that artillery? Maybe? God of War. Let's see. When your artillery attacks has a 10% chance to... yeah, that's great. Absolutely. Absolutely. Do that. If you're been focused on if you've been focused on artillery artillery advanced tech, yeah, absolutely. Push for that. As a free-to-play, should I try maximizing an Air Force officer for my fighters? I currently have a 4 million fighter, so I'm thinking about it. If you're free-to-play, or really, honestly, this is kind of going to be the same even if you're not free-to-play and you're actually a spender. My advice to anybody is to make your first Air Force officer, the first priority is going to be Brisk, because Brisk is so good on fighters and bombers. Like, in my opinion, the best overall Air Force officer currently. And then after that, depending on what you've kind of prioritized, meaning if you've got a focus, like for me, I'm focused more on fighters than I am bombers. So I'm going to be focused on the fighter officers, right? So I've got Brisk done. Now I'm closing in on finishing The Witcher. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my statues until the new officers come out and see what those look like. But yeah, and then if you're focused heavy on bombers, I would suggest that you do Brisk first still, and then focus on Pixie, and then focus on the new officer, El Cartero. See what our reports have been. Our reports have been pretty good. All right, then I'll finish Hutzman, then start on Brisk. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's nice watching your stream, man. Need to go now. Bye. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by, Verify. Hopefully I'll catch you in some future streams. Let's see what our kill reports have been looking like. Not too bad. 544, 488, 498, 498. Yeah, I don't hate it. Don't hate it at all. Up to 914,000. My goal is to leave Moscow with about 950,000 kills. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's my goal. Let's see, huh? Hey, what's the VIP store look like since you were level 16? Is there more stuff? Yeah, let me show you. So all this is just the basic, more lower level VIP stuff, and then as you kind of progress, you can see we start getting into more higher end stuff. And obviously with the higher end stuff, it comes a higher price tag, which eats away at the gold. So I'm VIP level 16, right? So I can get the 30% wall damage resist. I can get the 30% garrison damage buff, right? I can get the troop expansion Increase barracks and hangar capacity, 40%. That's where you're seeing the 35 troops, the 35 medium units, right? The 17 super heavy units, all of that. That's where you're seeing that from. All right, let's see what approach we want to take here, Jake. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna try to play a game with this guy. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try to stay. If you're still paying attention, Jake, while you do your thing, I'm gonna try to inch up. Wait for me to inch up, so that way I can get up, move my units up, and I can keep him from bull rushing you, and then you can come in behind me. Yes, Anthony, you were right. The advantage that you get once you hit VIP 16 and then beyond is you get a gold blueprint, universal gold blueprint daily. And then as you get a higher VIP level, you can get up to 3 gold blueprints daily. All right, so I'm going to try to inch up to this guy again. So let's... I'm going to try to move in right. Oof. It's a bold strategy. Let's see if we can't just nestle our way right into there. He might just charge out at us. That would be freaking hilarious. I hope that doesn't happen because I'm going to lose all my units, but that would be absolutely freaking hilarious to me. If I can get parked up right on him, and then maybe Jake, if you can swing around this mountain, this north side right here, that would be golden. He may have gone offline. I don't know why he's not freaking rushing us. Let's see. Okay, here we go. He's going to pull him out. Like I said, he's going to pull him out, send his fighters out, and here comes the bombers. Here we go. We'll get into the base. Get into the base. Thing about the disadvantage he's got is he's got his Liberty bombers, right? So he's got, they're powerful as crap, but he can only do damage for the 5 grids. He can't target it and trail it. I think I'm at 11. Should I be using gold for VIP or using it on the wheel spin? I would suggest using it on the wheel. Honestly, your officers are going to be quite a bit more important. Don't worry, Jake. We're going to smoke him. You just got his. All right, there we go. He kind of put himself in a pretty bad situation here. See if I can't swing back and smoke him. I gotta get out of your way. Sorry, Jake. Sorry, Jake. Sorry, Jake. Okay, we're gonna pull all our units back, and why he's got units down. I don't know if you've lost your units or not. I'm gonna go ahead and jump him. It looks like you have not. Okay, that's beautiful. It looks like he's looks like he's aggroed. Let's see if we can't get my super heavy back to the base. All right, I'm gonna start it, Jake. I'm going to start it. If you want to follow me, wait till he targets it. We'll hammer him out together. Once my super heavy dies, pull him back. He's got no troops. As you guys can see, we're kind of taking advantage of the situation at hand. He's down on troops, so we're going to... I'm just going to sit here and eat it while he just targets my troops. He's got like no troops. He's having to retrain, so he can do very minimal damage to me and Jake. So we're just going to try to hammer him out here. There we go. Got a big boy like this. Definitely take advantage of when they make kind of boneheaded plays like that, and he tries to rush out and lose all his troops. Take advantage of it. Smoke their base. And this guy's got he's 125 mil, and we're dropping him like a rock. There you go. All right, good job, Jake. Nice freaking work. Good job. Our super heavies are both 7.5 mil when we have Yeah, pretty close. I think mine may be like 7.8, but I mean, it doesn't, honestly, it's so minimal, it doesn't make a difference. So it sounds like yours is a pretty solid unit. Maybe. I have 12 now. Yeah. What is mine? Let's find out. 7.5. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Both are 7.5. All right. Let's see what we want to do now, Jake. We have got, looks like we have, if I remember correctly, right? Yeah, we've got some Fury bases over here. So let's go ahead and retrain. I'll let you retrain and we'll head over if you're still interested. What device are you using? I'm using a iPhone 13 Pro Max. And make sure you pull your fighters back too, Jake. Don't forget to not leave those out. Looks like we got some farm trucks rolling through. I'm not sure where those came from. Looks like we've got quite a few kind of random bases. So do you like Steel Fighter? I've heard and seen some good things, but IDK if she's best for super heavy. So that's a good question. I do and I don't like Steel Fighter. So I think Steel Fighter is a great officer. And I think the biggest draw to her, in my opinion, is the garrison. When she's garrisoned, she provides basically a shield over your base. Essentially, she reduces the officer's skill damage effectiveness again on your base. So yes, she's a great officer. However, she impacts the outcome of you getting attacked. And now if you're a player that is in a newer server, meaning you're still not in conquest events, then I would say, depending on what you've already got unlocked or awakened, then yes, she would be a great one. However, when you're in these conquest events and you're facing mass hordes of army groups, even with Steel Fighter, it doesn't make enough of a difference to warrant it. So I would say, depending on where your officer's progression is at, if you've got most of the other officers already maxed, I say yes, go for her. If you do not, I would say no, do not. Yeah, my howitzer does. I mean, relatively speaking, it's got a pretty standard amount of range. It's got the full 5 grids because I've got maxed Antonina, but that's as far as it'll go. Are there different packs for Moscow? I have Moscow in a few days. Different packs, like purchasable packs? No, there is a. It's called. I'll show you. It is a. It's kind of like the battle pass almost. But it is. Whoops, wrong thing. It's called the battle stars. So it's not the actual battle pass, but I didn't buy it because I've already been in Moscow. I think this is my third maybe Moscow event. So I have already, yes, I could have got like the statues, but all my units are maxed on statues. I could have gotten, I've got Winter Huntsman unlocked, so that didn't matter. I could have got a little bit of stuff, but not enough to warrant the $10. But with that being said, yes, you can purchase this, which is a one-time, purchase. And you get basically one item daily while you're in the event. So if you haven't been before and you've got the extra money, then yeah, I would say this is definitely a good pack to get. All right, Jake. I'm going to go ahead and head over to these Fury folks. If you want to follow me, we will go drop our bases here and make it happen. Whoops. Antonina, what's that? It's an officer. It's an artillery officer. I'll show you. Antonina Shevchenko. Once you have all 4 of her basic officer skills completely maxed, meaning you've got them all to level 5, increases artillery troop firing range by 1 map grid. The artillery standard map grid range is 4. Once you've maxed and awakened her skills, it adds +1 grid to it, which turns it into 5. Steel fighter would be a good officer then. Let me see. Yeah, I only have my 4th maxed the other day. Was just wondering because my super heavy needed to change because it only has max Persian spanner and it wasn't tanking as well as I would like. To be honest with you, man, I think you're gonna find that that's a pretty common occurrence. I've got steel fighter maxed. I've got spanner maxed. I've tried a lot of different combinations, and to be honest with you, kind of at this point in the game, because the bases are getting so strong and the units are getting so strong that everybody super heavy kind of just gets ate up really quickly. Like my super heavy it's just food for these bases when I'm attacking. Now you can level up the tank tech, the advanced combat tank tech a little bit, and that'll help slightly, but not enough. Like they in my opinion, they need to do kind of a little bit of a durability buff across the board for the super heavy because it doesn't stand up to bases well at all. Is this Moscow over? Seems like VNF and Mass have given up. No, the Moscow's not over. We actually haven't even started the fight for the Kremlin. The Kremlin hasn't even unlocked yet. The Kremlin will unlock later this week. But no, it is not over. We have a little over, we have basically 2 weeks left. We have 13 days and a few hours. So basically, I'm going to call it 2 weeks for round numbers. So it's not over, but we have basically gotten full control of the map now. We've got the entire inner circle blocked off. And we're at this point, our goal is to just burn and push out the other alliances as far away from the Kremlin as we can to give ourselves a buffer. I've seen super heavy with max steel and spanner. Their tanking is amazing. Warped medic on server 2 has some amazing super heavy. I would be interested to see what super heavy could do, to be honest with you. And it also depends, obviously, on the strength of the base that the super heavy is attacking. Of course, if it's a weaker base, it'll survive quite a bit longer. If it's a stronger base, it won't. So there's a lot of variables there. Yeah. If you have a chance to, Scooter, definitely shoot them my way, and I'll take a look. I would like to see just for the heck of it. Looks like my officer missions are done, so we will finally get to level up my officer for the night. All right, let's go ahead and go through and Yikes. There we go.
This is necessary. Don't feel guilty.
Our plant is undergoing an upgrade.
Jesus loves you.
I always outshinyaka.
There we go. Who gets the Kremlin? Does every one of your allies get to share the Kremlin, or just one alliance? So the way we've done it in the past, is in some conquest events, we have kind of a predetermined agreement on who gets it. And then in others, we'll have a friendly fight for it. But either way, depending on the situation, whether we fight for it or we give it to an alliance that is on our side, what we do is we try to, our leadership team tries to do a really good job of being fair to everybody, even the alliances that are not on our side. We try to let all 8 alliances, like in our last event, we try to let all 8 alliances get control of the Kremlin. Or for the last event for us, it was San Francisco, so it was a town hall. So that way, they all of their members got the actual rewards. They didn't get to hold it, but they got to drop a CC by it, capture it for a minute, and then we took it back. So that way, we could show our appreciation for the good fight and. you know, make sure everybody got a piece of the pie. So that's what we try to do. We try to be fair. Obviously, if anybody's shady about it or anything like that, I have no doubt our leadership team will shut it down and not do that. But hopefully, that's not ever the case.
I can move any steel clunker.
Let's see. I guess I'm having a hard time with these officer missions now. I didn't refresh. Boom, boom. What in the heck is going on? Am I missing something, guys? Am I not able to do this? What the heck? I'm so confused. Holy cow. I don't even know, guys. I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, it's not letting me do it. That's weird. Okay, I'm new on this game and I like it. I'm on server 33. Yeah, man, it's a fun game. It's a fun game. It's got its pros and cons like anything else, but overall, it's a really fun game. If it wasn't, I'd be honest, I wouldn't be building a YouTube channel out of it. It's a guy down there with 31 million power saying he's the best on the game. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. I mean, it's a pretty expansive game. There's a lot of players on a lot of servers that he probably doesn't even realize, but that's okay.
I sense my prey. It's hot. Beat it.
All right, Jake, you ready to go, my man? I hope so, because I'm starting it off. See, you guys will see here. Oh, shoot, my artillery's getting targeted? What the heck? All right, well, that was botched. Holy crap. That was awful. I guess I didn't give it enough time. Great. Now I woke him up. That's good. That's nice. Well, all right, now I gotta let that retrain. I wonder, can I get my base a little closer? Maybe I can. That might help. Hold on one sec, Jake. Hold on. See, as you guys can tell, my super heavy just got annihilated right there. All right, we can pull it back, Jake. We can pull it back. I need to get some money anyway. I hope I didn't just mess you up by doing that, because I saw you pulling artillery back, so I figured that's what you're doing. If you were not, I'm sorry. I apologize. Retrain the super heavies. You're curious what our kill rankings are looking like, Anthony? Like in my Moscow event? Is that what you're asking? Can you show us fighting machine rank? Oh yeah, for sure. I will. I'll be honest with you guys, though. I fell quite a bit. I was in the top 200 for a brief period of time. in this event. But oh, you're good, Jake. No worries. Yeah, I messed my attack up too a little bit, so I'm retraining as well. But I've been gone all weekend, so I have fell pretty substantially, especially after the blockhouses opened up and all that fighting took place. But yes, I will show you guys. Conquest rankings, I'm ranked 318th, so not very good. Like I said, was quite a bit higher, but this is kind of where we're at. Obviously, as you can see, the first place. How far are you in the plane research? I will pull my advanced combat up and show you Scooter after this. But yeah, as you guys can see, the first place person is like just absolutely running away with it. And then my man Espo from UN, he is in a healthy second place. Fifi, another UN, 7th. Casio, one of our R4s, balling out in 11th. It looks like Bao Bao, another UN, is there in 22nd place. Tiki, my man, is in 26th place. So we got a lot of heavy hitters there in the top 30, so that's awesome. Same, I was top 200 then fell because of the last few days of school. Yeah, man, the guy from server 32 is a very big whale. Let me show you my tech. All right, so my advanced combat. So now I did do, just as you can see, a teeny tiny bit there on artillery. I did do a teeny tiny bit there on tanks. But since then, I have focused on, I focused all my resources and city tokens and everything like that into plain text. So obviously, I've done the minimums that I've had to do so far to get through the big ones. So I am here. This is obviously the end of it. And this is what it costs. It costs 10k city tokens and that mass amount of RSS. So I am currently trying to get these troop damage and then troop damage resist to level 6. So that way I can then progress on to the next ones. So that's kind of where I'm at. 500 million point. Yeah, fighting machine. Yeah, that. Yes, so that particular player is one of them that has the awakened units, meaning the for any of you guys that may have not seen my awakened units video, I definitely encourage you to check that out. It's informative. It's actually a pretty unique, cool video. But the awakened units occurs when you 100% max out a specific unit type branch. So like the plane tech, for example, once every bit of that is 100% completed, you awaken your Air Force units. Once you max out 100% all of the advanced artillery tech, your artillery will become awakened and so on and so forth. Same thing with tanks, same thing with infantry. I got 15,000 coins to put into that. Any advice on what to research? Are you referring to which category of tech you should invest in, Scooter? Is that what you're asking me? Okay, let me ask you this, Scooter. Let me ask you this. Do you have your like standard military tech 100% maxed out yet? Meaning this here, is all of this 100% maxed out, Scooter? Deathwish, there is a big mass counter by NVX territory to the left of the arms factory. Okay, let's finish these bases and then we can jump over there if you want for a minute. Let's see, I should be done retraining here. I'm close to 10 or 12 away, so my advice would be to not even worry about your advanced tech until the military tech is 100% maxed. A lot of it's a big mistake that people are making, and I'm actually got a video in the works doing that or covering that because it's a huge mistake people are making. Everybody's focused on the advanced combat tech and then forgetting about the standard military tech, but the problem is the advanced tech is not nearly as effective until the basic military tech is maxed, because there's so much of a buff advantage that you get from the basic military tech that the advantages you're getting from the advanced tech are offset by not completing the basic military tech, if that makes sense. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start this attack, Jake. Jake, where were you? Let's see. The first bits of research on advanced combat is good 10% durability and 10% firepower for a short amount of time. Yeah, stick with that, Scooter. Just asking for reference. Yeah, man. So my advice would be for future reference, the best advice I could possibly give you is the future of the game is 100% going to be in the air, right? You're still going to have a place for your ground units, and your ground units are still going to have they're still going to provide you versatility and a massive advantage. If you're a one-dimensional fighter, meaning you're all air force or all ground, you're going to be very, very, very exploitable, I guess, right? There's going to be a lot of weaknesses there, and there's going to be a lot of stuff you can't do because of that. However, the primary focus I would encourage you to do, because the plane tech in advanced combat is not only the most expensive in terms of city tokens it costs, in terms of resource it costs, and in terms of time. Once you get the plane tech done, it's the most expensive, so everything else in theory is going to get easier and get faster, right? What I see everybody else doing right now, I shouldn't say everybody else, but I mean a lot of people, everybody's going for the tank, right? The tank tech or the artillery tech. Mainly tank tech is what I've seen in some artillery because it's cheaper and it's easier to do. The problem is they're by doing that, they're still going to be burning through their resources and their city tokens, which are extremely hard to get. And so their tank tech is, or not their tank, but their plane tech is going to be so far behind the people that have been focused on the plane tech that there's going to be such an advantage to players with advanced Air Force tech and units. So I'm focusing on, personally, the planes because I see the future of the game is going to be in the air, especially with helicopters and things like that. And actually, Jake, now that I think about it, I think I'm actually going to have a little bit of a problem going down there to that area because I don't even have a freaking airlift. Yeah, I would agree, Scooter. That's my thing, man. I'll be honest. Like I said, I don't even have a 7.2 fighter plane yet. But yet, my Air Force units, I mean, not always, but generally speaking, pretty much overpower most other Air Force units, other fighters in combat because of my advanced tech. So. I can't wait to see what happens once I get the 7.2 unit. Spy who's winning? Really kind of nobody. I mean, we're kind of just going base to base right now. Me and my buddy Jake from TO1 have kind of teamed up, and we're going base to base right now on some random bases that we're coming up on. So nobody's really winning. We're just kind of hitting these bases as we go. How many times do you get burn a day, or even for every few days? A day? No, I don't get burned daily. I wish I did, but I don't. I would say I would say at this point, and this, I don't mean this in like an arrogant way, so please, nobody take it this way, but like at the point where we are in our current conquest event, now at the beginning I was getting burned a lot more frequently, but now we've kind of got a full control of the map, so they're not able to really get into our territory or make huge effective counters like when it was a still pretty open map. So it's not their faults at all. But if I want to get burnt, like I did earlier today, I have to like jump into a burning village or something, or I have to jump on top of one of their army groups so they swarm me. But I don't just get burnt, kind of randomly. I'm retraining my super heavy Jake, so if you'll hang tight. Oh, I haven't checked the power of this guy. 71. Okay, we're good. Yeah, send it over, Scooter. All right, my super heavy's almost done training, Jake, and then we'll fire it up. I think this might be my last base for the night. To be honest, I've got to get cleaned up and get ready to get the week rolling tomorrow, since today was Memorial. So I'm gonna finish this last base off with Jake, and I'm probably gonna call it a night. But we will, of course, be getting our videos out starting tomorrow this week. As we finish this up here, if you guys have got any other questions, definitely please let me know in the chat so I can get those answered before we shut it down for the evening. But I do appreciate each and every one of you guys that have been here supporting. I appreciate you guys coming by as always. If you guys are not a part of the community Discord server, definitely join that. The link's below in the description. I have a lot of fun over there. I have a lot of great people over there and a part of that. And got some exciting things coming down the pipeline too with that as well. What is the meaning of life, Scooter? That's a good question, and one that I fortunately don't have the answer to. But if you find out the answer, definitely please let me know. I would love to hear it. If you would have asked me what is life, I would have had to say Warpath. Warpath is life. Just kidding. Looks like we're going to be able to toast this base pretty quickly. Alrighty, well, he bailed on us at the last moment there. And all right, that's it. I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate you guys all coming by and showing the support and the love. I had fun. We are definitely, like I said earlier, for those of you that are in Discord, I'm definitely going to be rolling out a set specific stream schedule, so that way you guys know the days it'll be the same day, same time every week, generally speaking, unless there's just kind of a random occurrence that throws it off. But we're going to get a set stream schedule rolled out so you guys can start looking forward to more streams more consistently. So we've got some fun things in the works there, and yeah, so keep an eye out for that. Jake, I appreciate your help. Appreciate you tagging along with me. Have a good rest of your night. And same with the rest of you guys. I appreciate you guys all watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one.